Oh my gosh, I get so many dogs.
Creepy doll room. Places like this are good because you don't know if you're going to get murdered or if you're going to find a good deal. Not sure which. Here's where you can create your dress. Stephen King. Any Stephen King over here? No Stephen King that I see. He doesn't stop. There's furniture back here. A lot of furniture. I'm gonna actually use you as a tripod.
I'm a natural tripod.
You are. You're gonna hold it for me? This might work out. You could just be the camera person. That is literally how this is gonna work. Where you're not ever in it.
And start charging you?
You literally only have to magnetize that on yourself and just follow me around.
You could probably stick to my bra.
This is a good idea. Now I have a camera person. Okay.
You already owe me royalties for the name.
Yeah. I'm very silhouetted though. You need to hold it a little closer. Light's gonna change. There it is. Okay, good enough. Alright, so me and Tawny are out thrifting like we do on every Thursday. This is nice because it's almost like I'm talking to you. Hold it close to your face. And, you know, we went to the one thrift store. Didn't really get to shoot much in there because I don't have my little POV lanyard thing. And I kind of felt weird shooting in there because I didn't know how those people were. It was very Texas Chainsaw Massacre at first. But the lady wound up being really nice. We found the owner and we talked to her for a long time, and I don't know, just really interesting. Another time where we go somewhere and we talk to people and you just meet people that you never would have expected to meet had you not went to the thrift store, right? Kind of interesting. So now we're at this taco place that we went to, was it last Thursday? All these videos are starting to merge together. And we're gonna get some tacos, and then I'm gonna go try and shoot this house that I've been wanting to shoot across town. Do have my SD card today. I've left my SD card at home yesterday when we were out. But Tom, point out here. But there's that Volkswagen Beetle that I was wanting to shoot last time we came here, and I kind of just rushed out of here and didn't get to shoot it. So I want to take a picture of this car. We're gonna go get tacos. And what the hell is this right here?
It's a pizza.
It's a pizza delivery car?
It's pizza something.
Shoot that.
I did.
You did? What the heck is that?
Chicho's Pizza.
Chicho's Pizza.
More than pizza.
Alright, I'm gonna take a picture of this car, Todd. Film out here. Let me get a picture of this. And then we'll get out, we'll go in here and we'll get us tacos. Okay. I just want you to get a shot of me taking a picture of this car. So, how are you? This is future me. I didn't know my wife was going to do that. Pretty hilarious, but I got to censor it. So, sorry, gentlemen. Censored. But back to the show. Love it so much. Alright, so me and Tawny are driving down the street, and we're driving down this road that has some abandoned stuff on it, and she pointed out these buildings here. I just want to get a shot of these abandoned buildings, specifically this one here. So, since we're shooting in color, here comes a car, let me get out of the street. There's Tawny down there. She's waiting in the car. Let's see here. I don't know if this is gonna turn out good or not. It might. It's just a cool little building. Let's shoot it again from here. Let's shoot it in. Cool. I might as well shoot this one while we're out here. Because this one's awfully neat looking too. That one's not as cool. It's not as old. Still pretty cool though. Wonder what it was. Try and get this sign right here, this posted no trespassing sign in corner of the building. Get these trees right here in between the building. That looks kind of cool. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can shoot up at it. Alright, that's good enough. I'm trying to find this old 2-story house, this old farmhouse that's on this road somewhere. I can't remember where it's at. I'm gonna go take a picture of Tawny. Alright, so we're going to continue on down the road, see if I can find that house I was talking about. Alright, so when you're driving down the back roads or driving down roads generally in the South, you see crazy things either on the left or right side. And when you go with the intention of taking photos, like, there's really no shortage of taking pictures if you keep your eyes open, depending on the type of photos you're taking, right? It's hard to get like beautiful landscapes and stuff like that when you live in like small town America. Like, you can go to the mountains and get good shots, sure, but in my particular part of the country, once you get a good shot of the mountains, every shot of the mountains you take is going to look like that. You're never really going to take like shots that look different of the Blue Ridge Mountains. So you take cool lifestyle and just like everyday shots of weird stuff like this. So saw this car as we were driving past, so I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna shoot this car real quick, and you know, hopefully these conservative Republican Christian people that own this towing service aren't gonna run out of their business. They look like they might be closed for the day. Aren't gonna run out of their business and run me off. So we'll see what happens. But the fun part about my car is I look like a cop. So a lot of people don't usually really question if I'm in somewhere. Alright, so the car is right there. Let's get a shot of it. You okay, Tom? Okay. Love it. Only problem with it is time of day that it is the side that I had to shoot it from was in the sun. The sun was behind me, so my shadow, of course, was going to be in the shot that I wanted. So it's unfortunate, but I had to shoot a couple different angles. All right, onward. gonna try not to stop every 5 minutes now, because now that I'm taking photos, I'm like, you know, in the zone here. All right, so we drove literally 2 minutes away from where we shot the car at, and there's the house right there that I'm looking for that I want to take a picture of. So I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna go shoot that real quick. Tawny's gonna hang out in the car. Hold down the fort, Tawn. Okay. Hopefully I can get up there because the grass has grown up in the front of the house. And I don't know if somebody owns the house or not. I would imagine they do. All right, so that's essentially it. See all the grass that's grown up in front of it. These power lines are kind of in the way. I think you could probably shoot it from here. Kneel down. It sucks, those power lines are really, really in the way. Used to be steps here. Sweet. Alright, so, like I said, I don't know if anybody owns this property. Hopefully not. Hopefully nobody runs me out of here. But, we'll see. I need to set my camera settings. So we're going to shoot at 160 ISO. We're probably going to shoot at 1,000. So I think that shot was pretty solid. Shoot the corner of it. And I'm going to go around. We'll go around to the side and try and get a shot of it. Somebody lives like literally right here, so probably like 40 yards that way. Somebody lives in a house right there, like a newer house. So hopefully they're not the ones that own it. Hopefully they're not going to run me out. So. Alright, I think I got the shot I'm after. Walking through like chest-high grass. But we're gonna go over here and we're gonna shoot this side. That was a big bug. And you gotta love the thought of snakes being all in here. Thought of snakes being in this grass is always a fun thought. All these cars are going past. See, the South, small towns, people really get interested in what you're doing. You know, if you're doing something abnormal, like carrying around a camera with a selfie stick, shooting an old house. It's not like where you live in bigger cities where people just don't care what you're doing, so. Imagine I look like a psychopath out here. But I've been after that shot of that house for a while, so I'm stoked that I got it. It's like a smaller barn back there in the back, but I don't know if that would be worth shooting or not. See it back there? I don't know if that would be worth shooting. It looks like it's just a small little barn. I'm not gonna push my luck in this spot, not during the day, not when there's so many cars driving by. So we'll save that shot for another day. I probably am covered in ticks. because the grass was high, like what you see right here, Ton. It's high all the way up to the house. Like it's like chest high. I think I got a cool shot though, at least one. Now it's hard because the light is shit out here. You know, it's that harsh, like, even though it's 6 o'clock, it's that harsh, like, midday light to where the shadows and everything wants to be blown out. So you gotta have your settings just right. Or do, like, some creative editing to make it look good. All right, let's see what else we can find.
Good call.
So, taking Tawny into Spirit, the Halloween store, because it is time for us to figure out what we're gonna be for Halloween.
Dollar Tree over there.
Tom, what are you gonna be for Halloween? I don't know. I don't know be either. Other than something cool. You said they opened another one, right? Over here?
They're supposed to be open.
We can ride over there and look and see if they have it opened.
Okay.
After we leave out of here. Okay. Are you whispering again? I just want that display. Be like, I will pay you.
You can help make hospitals less scary for kids. Since 2007,
Oh, we looked at that last time.
I
feel like we need that.
On behalf of local hospitals,
What is this one?
100% of every dollar collected goes directly to the child health department in your local partner hospital, providing developmental, therapeutic, and educational
Oh, look, it's the
support
hat
to
that
patients
Bradley dude
and their
got me
families to help them
last
understand
year.
and cope with their medical conditions.
By daylight.
Donate to Spirit of Children today to help change a child's life.
I think we need Ghostface Movie Club. And we need the Terrifier one. The Creepshow one's cool too. Don't you have that?
Yeah, I have the long sleeve.
I'm jealous of that shirt because I don't have that. Look at the hood looking Chucky shirt. I've always wanted a Gillman mask. Creature from Black Lagoon. Look at this. Mars Attacks. Oh my gosh. I love it. Isn't that stupid? Love it. I just want this as a walkthrough in our yard, you know? That one's fun. Okay, easy does it. Here we go. All right. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that was a interesting and very eventful Thrifting Thursday. We did some thrifting. I felt like I was gonna get killed in a creepy doll room, and we shot some photos. A lot of fun. So, good overall Thrifting Thursday. So if you guys remember last Saturday, Tawny and I, we went to this yard sale, and we bought that vintage mirror. So I said we were going to go back there today, Thrifting Thursday, because they were continuing their yard sale throughout the week. And they were there today. I didn't shoot it. I probably should have, just so I could reconnect that story. But we went by there, and that's where I got all of these VHS tapes. Now, if you're new here and you don't know, I collect horror VHS. I have just massive amounts of them. I also collect like 80s action and like, you know, sci-fi and fantasy VHS as well. So I just want to show you guys some of what I got today. All of this was $2. And I just want to show you guys some of the films I got and get your take on some of them and see if you guys like any of these or if you hate any of these movies. So we're going to go through each stack real quick. We're not going to talk very long about them. But I just thought it was a cool way to end out today's vlog. So first up is The Kindred. So The Kindred is from 1987. And this is a horror film. Rod Steiger, Kim Hunter, and who directed this? Directed by Jeffrey Obrow and Stephen Carpenter. So, The Kindred. So here was take number 1. So this is Prom Night Part 2. So it is actually the Prom Night Part 3 case, but whatever video rental store had this, they put Part 2 all over it. And when you open it up, it's actually Prom Night Part 2, Hello Mary Lou. So that was a good find. And it has that cool vintage green little horror sticker at the top. So Prom Night Part 2. We also have The Unholy. And these are in clamshell cases. I'm not crazy about clamshell case VHS. I like when they're in their regular case, but they're okay. And this one feels kind of nasty, feels really old and vintage and sticky, but the movie on the inside is good. So this is from 1987. This is another one of those like religious exorcist type films. This has, who is in this? Trevor Howard, Jill Carroll, William Russ, Ned Beatty, Ben Cross, and this is I think this is a Vestron video. Is this a Vestron video? Yep, Vestron Pictures. So if you know about Vestron, then you sort of know the type of movies they're putting out. The Unholy. And so in addition to horror movies, action, all that stuff I said I collect, I also collect weird movies. And my wife picked up this one, Dancing Grannies. It is mature fitness for beginners. It's basically an old lady's workout tape. So yeah, that's really weird. It's from 1989, and you could check your heart rate on this little included sheet that came with it. So Dancing Grannies workout program. It's like in brand new condition, so I don't know. It's a pretty weird tape. I have like some old Cops episodes and stuff like that on tape, and like some weird like religious tapes. It's fun. Master of Disguise with Dana Carvey. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but this is where he's too turtly for the Turtle Club. So this is a stupid comedy movie. Got this just so I could show my son. He's starting to watch old VHS movies, and I think maybe he would like this one. 54. My wife picked this one up. This has Selma Hayek, Nev Campbell, Mike Myers, and Ryan Felipe. This is from the 90s, I believe. When did this come out? But this is 54. The Omen. So I have a copy of The Omen already, but my copy is not nearly this nice. This is from 1976. You know The Omen if you like horror movies. Again, it's one of those religious ones. It's where Damien is introduced. And amazing, amazing movie. Gregory Peck, Lee Remick, and written by David Seltzer and music by Jerry Goldsmith. So The Omen, and this is really almost a pristine slipcover for this VHS. So that is a great find. This movie here called Promises, Promises with Jane Mansfield, and it says it is an adult comedy. This is her only nude appearance in a motion picture. This is the uncensored version. So this is from 1963. This has James Manfield, Tommy Noonan, Mary McDonald, and Mickey Hargitay. So James Manfield and Mickey Hargitay got married, and they had Mariska Hargitay, who played in SVU. So this will be an interesting movie. Never seen it. It looks to be in good condition. And it is from Scimitar Entertainment, Inc. So, interesting film. My wife found this one. She picked this one out. And this is Looker, a Michael Crichton film. Never seen this. Written and directed by Michael Crichton. James Coburn, Susan Day, Leigh Taylor Young, and this one is from 1981. So I'm gonna watch this. It looks cool. Never seen it. Inner Space. So Inner Space, never seen this either. This is a Joe Dante movie. Joe Dante did one of my favorite films ever, and that is, where's it at? I have a lot of VHSs right here. I'm looking for it. It's probably actually over here. Fright Night, and he also did Gremlins. So this will probably be a good film. Never seen it. It's Steven Spielberg Presents. And Meg Ryan's in this, Dennis Quaid, Martin Short, Kevin McCarthy. Looks like this might be a comedy. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to check it out. So this is a blank VHS case, but inside there is the movie The Crow with Brandon Leigh. And this is a good film. I have a couple copies of that already. This one here, Vincent Price Collection. This is The Indomitable Dr. Phibbs. And this is an Orion video, and this is directed by Robert Fuest, 1971. James Nicholson, Terry Thomas, Hugh Griffith, Virginia North. 9 gruesome curses, bees, bats, beast blood, hail, frogs, locusts, darkness, and death. I love old 60s, 50s, 30s, 40s horror, like the Hammer films and the Universal films. Love those. Biodome, stupid movie with Pauly Shore and what was the other guy that was in this? Pauly Shore, Stephen Baldwin, and William Atherton. So I loved this movie when I was like a preteen. I'll like to show my son this. This is one that I got him to show, and or for him to watch, and absolutely stupid. Wild Thing, Kevin Bacon, Matt Dillon, and Neve Campbell. So this is actually a Blockbuster rental. I guess it's somebody never returned. But yeah, Wild Things. This is from, when is this from? This is, I don't know, it's from the 90s, 1998. I guess this was when Neve Campbell was coming out of Scream 1, so Wild Things. Decent film. Second Sight, don't know what this is. My wife grabbed it up. Never seen this. If anybody's ever seen this, let me know if it's any good. I'm going to watch it at some point, but it's not top of the list. Weird Science. Who remembers Weird Science? This case is in awful condition. It's an old Blockbuster rental. But Weird Science was such a funny movie when I was a kid. It's from 1986, the year I was born. I'm anxious to show my son this one. I think he'll have fun with it, especially maybe in the next year or so. 13, he's 12 going into 13. I don't know if I want to show it to him yet, but maybe 14, 15. I think this will be a good one. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have about 6 copies of this, but this one is in pristine condition with a pristine slipcover, so whenever I see these, I pick them up. Beneath the Planet of the Apes. I don't know what the hell this is. I know Planet of the Apes. I don't know what Beneath the Planet of the Apes is. Maybe this is, oh, look. Second entry in the immensely popular Ape series. Charlton Heston, James Franciscus. Sequel picks up where Planet of the Apes left off. So this is Planet of the Apes Part 2. Never seen it. Nicolas Cage, our Lord and Savior, Nick Cage, Snake Eyes. I don't need to say more. You know, this was a wildly popular movie. I collect Nick Cage VHS as well. And then the last but not least is The Deep. Nick Nolte, Jacqueline Bisset, and Robert Shaw. He hired the best criminals for the heist of the decade. So The Deep, and this is from 1977. So, yeah. If you've seen any of these films, or if you know of any, or think any of them are good, let me know. But all of these movies were $2, so I couldn't say no. And some of these horror films were amazing finds, especially since I found them at an old person jar sale. So that's exactly how I like finding my movies, is finding them in what I call the wild. So, however, I hope you guys are enjoying these vlogs in color. I imagine you would. But if you want me to go back to black and white, just drop it down in the comments. But as always, guys, stay rad, just go shoot, and I will see you tomorrow. See ya.